Hey, and welcome to Radio Cell with me, Cell, for a slower sesh of some thoughts that are coming up, bubbling up through after having shared a bit about what I've learned in general on my short YouTube shorts, and after sharing a random thought. So yeah, just sharing some thoughts on the whole narrative of like I don't know what I want. So if you want to listen, stay tuned, and if you don't, tap out now. But yeah, I think I just had this kind of like feeling of like expansiveness when I was making my bed and just thinking about how it's so easy to focus on this big like idea of I don't know what I want, or like what do I want, and by focusing on that, it's like that's what I'm leading with. And I was noticing this sadness coming up, and I was like just feeling a bit like a bit of longing and aching, because it's like, oh, I just want to know what I want, like seeing other people doing what they are so good at and enjoying what they're good at, like it brings out this feeling in me. And that feeling is always a reminder to come back to myself. Notice as I do that, a breath comes out. It's so interesting. But I'm laughing because I'm thinking you're probably thinking I'm a nerd right now, but that's okay. Yeah, so I guess it's like stopping focusing on this narrative of I don't know what I want, or like asking this question, what do I want? As Esther Perel says, I think, and I learnt this from Sophie Deer, who I did a self-worth course with years ago. She says, don't beat on the drum of the problem. I think that's the phrase anyway. And it's like with this, it's like if I'm constantly saying, what do I want? I don't know what I want. It's like beating on that drum, and it's making it louder, making that louder. And I think I'm realizing that actually the drum that I want to be beating on is the drum of joy. And it's like, how can I just focus on the things that bring me joy, which is this whole idea of this 30-day thing that I'm doing of focusing on what energizes me, what I feel grateful for, and also like journaling and just noticing what comes up when I think about life, and noticing the things that make me feel good. I lost my place. I always do this, but yeah, like beating on this drum of joy and focusing in on that, and like creating small moments of joy every day for myself, so that actually instead of trying to reach this like there's me and then there's this idea, I need something to represent this, maybe I'll use these two things. It's like there's me and then there's this idea of what I want, and it's like there's no connection between these. But if we start within ourselves, and yes, this is a lighter but this is a good example. If we start within ourselves and drum on the beat on the drum of joy, and create these small moments, slowly we start to ignite our fire, our light. And that could not have been more perfect for this example. But I was just thinking, like, I'm slowly cultivating this life of joy, and it's okay that I don't know what I want. And the truth is that's actually not true. I know what I want each day. I know I like waking up early and having a really cozy morning and listening to music and journaling, and it's like, I love it so much. I love that. That's my favorite thing to do, is to wake up, to be in my pajamas, have a cup of tea, journal in bed. And I know that I love going to bed early, and I know that I love going for walks in nature, and there's so many things that I do know, and I'm sharing this in the hope that someone else who feels similarly might feel uplifted by this video, but also sharing it because sharing my voice, itchy, feels good, and that's something else that I know that I like doing. But yeah, so coming back to the point of this was just like not getting caught on this feeling that I don't know what I want, or we don't know what we want, we being us in the world. And coming back to this remembrance that, like, if we listen and if we just pay attention to the small bits of joy, slowly we'll cultivate this map of who we are, and we expand from the inside out rather than trying to reach this thing that I want and it being external, if that makes sense. So yeah, I guess the moral of that story is I'm so much further than I think that I am, and if you're also feeling like this, I would encourage you to celebrate where you are already and the things that you do already know, because I'm sure there are many things, and even if there really isn't and you totally have no idea who you are and what you want, then just celebrate the fact that you know that and that you're you. Which I know when I was feeling like that, like fully, I would have slapped you in the face. If someone said that to me, I'd be like, that is so annoying. I don't slap people, just to put that out there. Let's just get that straight. So yeah, that is a bigger thought for the day that I want to share. Slow sessions with Sel. Sending you loads of love wherever you are, wherever you're watching this from, and just remember that anything can happen in any given moment. So that's a reminder to embrace what we have right now, because it could all change in one moment, for the worse or for the better. And to lead life with the excitement of the fact that anything could happen in any given moment, rather than the fear of anything could happen in any given moment. So yeah, sending loads of love, and see you on the next video where I feel like randomly sharing my thoughts. Alrighty, peace out.